Hi, this is Brandon with Precision Defensive Solutions.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
And Steph and I are filming this in the evening of our 20th wedding anniversary, because we came up, we took some time and took some time off for this, and we were talking about something that came up, and it's kind of, I think it's very worthwhile talking about. And I think there's some people that think that the Second Amendment is not for them because they tend to be either left-leaning or they are very left, but they still like to shoot and they still want to protect themselves and things like that. And straight up, I mean, we could end the video and say, no, because that's not the reality of it. Your inherent right to protect yourself, both through the Constitution and your God-given right to self-protection is a thing. It's real, and I know there's some people that feel like if they are leaning on the liberal side, that they're wrong, and I think that sometimes that plays into racial issues too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm flapping my lips once you toss in your ideas too.
It also comes down to who's your best defender, who is your best protector, and that's you. Where we have been staying and driving around, there's sometimes only one or two officers for the entire county, and these counties aren't small.
No.
And to think that there's only two sheriff's deputies or police officers for an entire county that you're ensuring your life to, that's not good enough for me. I'm sorry. It wouldn't matter if I was Democrat, conservative, independent, green, purple, whatever.
Right.
I can't wait that long.
Well,
Versus even in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I don't know how many cops on duty at any time. It's still, you are your best defender. And we have seen time and time again, and especially with, I'm going to get myself in trouble.
It's okay.
With the latest school shooting, and with me being a teacher, I have ruffled some feathers with what I have said. The police didn't act fast enough.
No.
There were teachers and students who died because the police didn't react fast enough. And if that's you in your own home, you need to be able to protect yourself. It doesn't matter what your political beliefs are. It's your home. Or if you're out driving around, provided you're not being a complete numbnut a-hole, it is your right to protect yourself. You have the right to say, no, I want to live.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was a recent incident in a neighboring county. I won't reference the exact incident, but where it took 2 911 calls and almost 15 minutes for police to actually engage the problem because they were waiting for backup. Very negative outcome. Luckily, the homeowner and his wife were not harmed. But the reality of it is, the police are not going to charge in guns blazing by themselves when they know somebody's armed. And if you're in an area where maybe there's other stuff going on, so even if you're in a populated area and you're not in that big of an area, but there's something major going on when something happens with you and they can't get to you in time, the reality of it is that as much as we want the police to be there to help us, most of the time they're there to pick up the pieces and do the paperwork.
Exactly.
And it's really an unfortunate reality that people don't want to accept that there's violence in the world, and that they, like you said, that they are their best defender. They are their own first responder. And it's not, so we need to get away from this political thing, because it's not political.
No, it shouldn't be political,
right.
that you want to preserve your life.
Right.
Or the lives of your loved ones, of your family.
Right. Now, this goes beyond just the political divide. And there are people that are on the conservative side that feel like the liberals don't like guns, they don't have anything to do with guns, they don't, and that's 100% their opinion, which obviously they need to crawl out of their hole a little bit. But there's also liberals that think that, all conservatives are gun-toting nuts, and they need to crawl out of their hole a little bit. We need to meet in the middle a little bit and talk to each other and get back to actually having conversations.
Sit down over a cup of coffee or a Coke or hot cocoa.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's kind of one of those things that it's like you've got to have a balance, and that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on, is avoiding politics in our classes, because it's not political to us, and it shouldn't be political. We have had, white conservatives, we have had white liberals, we had black liberals, we had black conservatives, Asian, gay. We've had them all in our class, and it's okay, because they're there to learn.
We've welcomed all.
And we've welcomed all. So we need to stop all this BS and realize that we are human. We do have a right to live and protect ourselves, and that we do and are our number one. So if you're on that side where you're feeling like you don't belong in the 2A community, I will tell you, there is a very wide, very large area of the 2A supporters that welcome everybody. It's one of the most welcoming communities that you'd ever want to come into, with those few that are just complete
jerks.
Yep. But that's with everything we go into.
And if you feel right now that you aren't being welcomed, send us a message. We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Because I've experienced it. And it sucks.
Yeah, because women have been pushed away for years in the 2A community. And I will tell you, straight out, as a guy, most women will outshoot most guys. They just perform better.
Yeah, but you outshoot me.
Well, I practice more than you. But,
yeah, you do.
But the reality of it is, everybody's welcome. We welcome everybody. If you don't reach out to us, and you want a welcoming community, I'm gonna send you right to Active Self-Protection. You want a welcoming community. John and Neil and Steph, Carrie Dudenhofer, Chris Bean, they don't care who you are. If you're a good person and you're interested in learning, they're there for you. I mean, 100%. And they do some outstanding work for a lot of different charities and groups. So, with that said, let's get back to celebrating our anniversary.
Sounds good.
Okay. Take care, everybody. Be safe.
Bye.